Hello and welcome back to another video here today from my fun figures. In this video today, I've got an action figure setup. It's been a while since I did a action figure setup. I think it's been about a month, maybe about a month to 2 months now since I did one. So I thought I would do another one, and I thought, what way to do one other than a Wrestlemania 41 action figure setup? This looks incredible, man. I tried to include like a lot of different matches that might go down and that aren't announced at WrestleMania that might go down in this, of course, because we don't know the full card yet, and not everything is announced yet, of course. And I tried to recreate this with the figures I have because I don't have absolutely everyone. Like there's a few people missing, but yeah, let's get into it. The last thing that I will say is the road to WrestleMania this year has been absolutely atrocious. It's been terrible. My next video will be about WrestleMania, basically predicting some matches and having a rant on how bad this road to WrestleMania has really been. Alright, starting off with the first setup. Here I got Pretty Deadly. They're hitting like a double team move on Tommaso Ciampa. There's Ciampa as you can see him. They're hitting like a double team move on Tommaso Ciampa. Right here. Looks pretty cool. I think this looks really, really cool. Looks good. And then we got Johnny Gargano here, who is doing a spear to Angel Garza under Pretty Deadly, hitting that move. I tried to do something pretty cool there. I tried to do something different. As you can see, like he's like spearing them underneath Pretty Deadly, as Pretty Deadly delivered a move to Ciampa. You know, it's kind of different. It's kind of unusual, but you know, this could be a spot in a WWE match. So that is that one. And then I do got one other setup that goes with this, of course. The next move that I have, or the next action figure setup that I have, is a double team move from the Street Profits to Humberto Carrillo. Here's another angle on that. It's basically like a double team move on Humberto Carrillo. Humberto Carrillo. Humberto Carrillo. I can't say his name. I keep botching it. Humberto Carrillo. Was that how you said it? Humberto Carrillo? I think it was something like that. Anyways, it's been that long since I've heard the second name. But yeah, this of course, this setup, which is with this one and the Street Profits one, is like the tag team title match at WrestleMania, of course, for the SmackDown tag team titles, and the champs are the Street Profits. Moving on, I think we got a pretty good look at this one. Yeah, I think this looks good. Here we got Io Sky, who just dived onto Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. I think this looks pretty cool. She took them out, as you can see. There's that one. I will get a different angle now. Of course, this is going to be the triple threat for Io Sky's title. I thought this was just a cool way of including that. So there's that. We're moving on. There's that. I love this one. Should be a banger of a match. Hasn't been the greatest build, though. I will say that much. Here's the next setup. We got Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. Drew McIntyre is actually just standing over Damian Priest, and he's basically just flexing while doing it. I like this one. I think it looks really good. There's that one. Moving on. Could be a good match. The build's been alright yet again. Just been an okay build. Not announced yet, but most likely happening. Moving on. I don't know what's going on with this lighting. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure on what the United States title match will be. So I have Jimmy Uso kicking Braun Strowman. And then LA Knight hitting a BFT on Jacob Fatu. Yes, I know that is a Jimmy Uso figure. But let's just pretend it is Jacob Fatu. And then Solo's disappointed as he was trying to help him. I don't know. I just set this on the outside of the ring because I couldn't fit it in the ring. It would have looked better in the ring, but I mean, I couldn't fit it in the ring. So I had to put it on the outside of the ring, which adds a little more, you know? Looks kind of cool. So basically, I think that it's most likely gonna be either LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu, or it could be a fatal four-way between Jimmy, Braun, LA, and Jacob Fatu. You could also maybe have Carmelo Hayes and Andrade in there, but they haven't really been on TV for a while, so this will most likely be the match, something like this. Let's move on. The lighting isn't the best, but I mean, it is what it is. I think we got a good look at everything here. Yeah, let's move on. Okay, I guess I'll get into the ring. Here we got Randy Orton. He's doing a punt kick to Kevin Owens. KO Kevin Owens. We got Orton doing the punt kick to Kevin Owens. I can't wait for that match at WrestleMania. Should be an absolute banger. I've also liked the build for this match. I've really enjoyed the build for this match. So I am excited for that match at WrestleMania. Here's Orton. Here's what here's his expression on his face, of course. You know, I'm trying to get. There we go. There we go. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Anyways, we're moving on from the punt kick. I've spent like way too long on that one. Here we got AJ Styles, and he's hitting Logan Paul's clothesline on Logan Paul. He's doing the Logan Paul clothesline, Hangman Adam Page buckshot move onto Logan Paul. I love doing this with setups where the other wrestler does the other opponent's move. I just think it's a cool thing to do. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Here we got Andrade Americano doing a suplex to Rey Mysterio. Hopefully this match happens. Of course, that is Chad Gable. I've used my ring light and now absolutely everything is knocked over. But yeah, there's the suplex from Chad Gable. This video has been a record because of the lighting. Anyways, absolutely love this Andrade Americano gimmick. Chad Gable always does amazing with whatever he's given. So yeah, Chad Gable deserves a goddamn mid-card title and then a world title, man. He's so good. But yeah, we're moving on. But not a world title with this gimmick. A mid-card title would be alright. But yeah, let's move on. Here we got Randy Orton hitting an RKO on The Rock. I do maybe see Randy Orton helping Cody Rhodes to retain the title. I wasn't too sure. Since we might see The Rock, and we most likely will see The Rock in his match, I decided to go with the Randy Orton route that he might actually help Cody. So right here is the RKO. Quite hard to film. Trying to get good lighting on it. Sorry that, but there we go. Here's the RKO. You guys can see it's not the greatest setup RKO, but this took me like too freaking long to do. So there's the RKO. And then we got Cody Rhodes doing the crossroads to John Cena. Mr. You Can't See Me. Here we got the New Day winning the tag team titles. The Raw tag team titles. I could see the New Day winning those titles at WrestleMania. I'm not too sure what they're going to do with the Raw tag team titles at Mania. They might not be on the show. They might. But New Day asked kind of for a title match at WrestleMania. And I just wouldn't be shocked if they won the titles. Like, it's the New Day, you know. Their heel turn has been terrible as well. Pick their heel turn up. Maybe instead of tag titles, might actually do their heel turn some good. Here we got Charlotte Flair hitting a natural selection on Tiffany Stratton. I actually think this one looks pretty cool. Hard to get an angle on it because it's in such a weird position, but it's kind of hard to get everything. But I actually think I'm doing a decent job of getting these angles because I'm literally picking up a ring light and like recording with it because like the lighting is not the greatest. So yeah, there's that one. Here we got Alexa Bliss hitting a Sister Abigail on Liv Morgan right there. Here we got Finn Balor doing a drop kick to Dominic Mysterio in the ladder match. I think this is either going to be a fatal 4-way or a ladder match at WrestleMania for Braun Breaker's Intercontinental Champion. Here we got Ludwig Kaiser, who's wiped out, just taken out on the floor. Here we got Sheamus, that he is disappointed because Penta Saddle Meadow has won the match. I love Penta. I'm a big fan of him. I actually wouldn't be mad if he beats Braun Breaker at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship in a ladder match or a fatal 4-way. And then we got Braun Breaker, who just did a spear, was trying to spear Penta. Penta moves out of the way. Penta climbs the ladder and wins the match. Saddle Meadow. Here we got Jey Uso, yeet! And Pat McAfee yeeting on the table. There's a better angle on that one. Kind of hard to record. Lighting ain't the best. There, that is. That. And then we got Gunther, who is very, very angry, and he's looking out at them. We also have Carlito down there, who I completely forgot about. Sorry, Carlito. He's also looking at the Judgment Day breaking up. But anyways, that was a video. Absolutely everything fell over, which was a pain in the ass, so I had to pick it all up again. So I literally went and literally just picked it all up again because I still wanted to film a short on this. That's literally the reason. If I filmed a short, I may not have bothered, but it also kind of looks better. So anyways, so yeah, thank you a lot for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Wonderful Figures. Wonderful Figures. Oh, baby. Cody Rhodes for the win at WrestleMania. Let's go, Cody.